Hiya, my name is Jo and welcome back to this channel where I talk about fandoms and the happenings within them. In this video, I'm going to talk about You. Yes, You. I'm going to talk about the TV series You, as it is one of the fandoms I am part of. I collect the books, read the books, watch the series, potentially might do a Beck cosplay, but that is in the works. Unfortunate that it has ended because it has gone on for so long. There's a lot to talk about in this last season, in particular because it had such mixed reviews. We'll cover common questions or controversial questions, also the pros and cons of this season, because to be honest, it was my favorite season. All my opinion. Please let me know yours in the comments. If you disagree, it's okay. We're all entitled to our own opinion. Was the ending satisfying enough? The end of this season, Joe ends up in prison. There's only two ways he can go. Everyone knows that. He can either or end up in prison. Joe wouldn't be satisfying enough because it's like you've done all this bad things and then what? You're just gone, like nothing is resolved. So it was actually clever that he would be spending life in prison. Could Bronte and Kate have survived? Yes and no. Bronte should have survived, but Kate shouldn't have. How does Kate survive? She was in that building, she was near death. She was like, it didn't make any sense to me. And then when she just shows up at the end, it's like, wait, what? Bron-tay, I don't understand how she survived, but I accept she did. I think she was really the only one to take Joe down. If Bron-tay didn't survive, the show would have continued on for a little bit longer. Like, it would have changed the plot so much and Joe would still be Joe. If love was still around, the show would have finished probably season 3. Is Bronte, Bron-tay, Brontosaurus? I don't know. Is Bron-tay a throwaway character? A lot of people have actually been very critical about this character, and even the actress, which absolutely makes no sense and is complete why. Don't do it. It's not nice. In terms of the character, I don't think she was a throwaway character because, like I said, she really was the only one to take Joe down. I don't think, for example, another character, Ellie, would have done much. Maybe she could have, but there was so much in Bron-tay that made her such an important character. Like, she's the second lead in this season, so she needed to be there. I'll get to the pros and the cons very quickly. Going to relate to mainly this latest season, but it also relates to previous ones, so please watch it. Inclusion of previous season characters. So you had Marianne, you had Delilah, Beck, you had even a snippet of love, a well-rounded, you know, story. Plot twists were so good. Some people are like, oh, it's cheap, it's a throwaway. I don't think so. Yes, it happened all very quickly, but then again, this show is in its final season. You want to get as much into it as possible and you want to resolve the story because it's the last one. I really doubt it's going to come back. Maybe a spin-off in the future, but I really doubt it. It is important to, in this season, to see that there's more people than just Joe. This is Joe's point of view, everyone Joe sees. So it is a pretty clever way of including not only the characters, but including more of the story. And she did mention she was a TA. Yes, it wasn't explored, but season 1 was Joe's point of view. Penn Badgley's acting in this show, especially this season, but the show as a whole, like I said, he was in Gossip Girl before. I think this show, if it hasn't already, will be a springboard for like future projects, and he has a podcast as well, so I'm listening to that. You should too. The use of social media, I know we're in the social media age, like, it's bound to happen. It's such a clever trope, but I'm not saying completely it's a con, I'm just saying some of the things that made it seem like quirky and funny, I just feel like it was just a bit overused. But I understand that they do want to implement it in this season because it is an important plot point. The shot to the privates, I know it was funny, but I'm like, okay. Hate Surviving still doesn't make sense to me. I don't want to say it was rushed because this show has been incredible, but I feel like they could have changed it up just a little bit. But I'm not a writer, I'm not a producer, so it worked out in the end. Henry's got his mom, his dad's in jail for a very long time, so this show has been a roller coaster from the beginning to the end. I really genuinely do like this show, and it's a shame that it's not as well known as, you know, other shows like White Lotus or this 4 seasons that I'm watching at the moment. But I feel like as the show progressed, it got more and more popular, but it's still, I still go to people and say, you know, what TV show? I'm watching you. What? And it's a shame it has finished. I really don't think it will return, but if it does, great. If it appears as an audiobook cast thing, great. Entitled to our own opinion, but I will truly miss you. Had to do that. Thanks for tuning in to this episode. I know it's a bit of a longer one. Next video will be the Eurovision one because Eurovision is next week. So stay tuned to that one, and yeah, like, comment, subscribe if you want. Bye!